today's society, the internet and web are completely revolutionizing fashion communication. Almost every fashion house has built its online presence with an internet site by reproducing on the web what fashion magazines published on their pages. Currently, 3 billion people surf on the internet, half of the entire population. Is an internet site sufficient to reach so many people? Clearly not, because the Web 2.0 revolution has subverted the basis of fashion marketing and communication. Initially, the internet was exclusively composed of contents, Web 1.0, and internet sites were rather static and did not allow people to interact with one another. Web 2.0, instead, the dynamic web, has allowed users to interact with contents and other users. At the beginning, thanks to forums and communities, and now with social networks. Web intelligence comes from its margins, users, who filled up an empty box by building a real society on the inside, and whose dynamics reflects interaction processes of the offline reality, contact, knowledge, exchange, sharing of interests, passions, needs. On the web, communication is based on the contents that people produce, such as images, videos, text. As it happens in real life, web inhabitants become part of a group. According to the pioneer of social psychology, Harry Teifel, becoming part of a group is an instinctive, automatic, and necessary process. In every group, there are leaders, people that, thanks to the quality of their contents, have become gatekeepers, filters between the noisy digital universe, where everyone can produce contents and information that arrive to the group. Leaders are also influencers. They can drive consumers' choice and behavior. Social networks are the most crowded places of the web. Indeed, in Italy alone, half of the population has an active account and use these platforms an average of 2 hours per day. For this reason, fashion companies need to be present in as many platforms as possible and using their different functions to establish a constant and direct interaction with potential clients and to advertise their products. Web 2.0 consumers are more informed and prepared compared to the past, and they can share their consume experience with others by determining the success or the failure of every online sale initiative. For this reason, apart from social networks, companies need a professional figure who help them to build a good reputation and an active presence on the web and who can influence consumer choice, the fashion blogger. Together with the new consumer role and Web 2.0 revolution, also 60s-70s fashion democratization process has laid the foundations for fashion blogging. With the industrial production and pret-à-porter, fashion has become horizontal, intersectorial. As Charles King and James Robinson said in the trickle-across theory, it is more affordable and it is no longer an elitist phenomenon, but a mass experience where everyday life is the breeding ground of new trends. It follows that also ordinary people can create new trends, especially now that the web has given voice to everyone, despite their social or professional role. Fashion bloggers are the symbol of this change. Apart from being passionate for fashion, they are not only consumers who share their original ideas of style, but also they express their opinions about products they buy. They have become a reference for consumers who want a personal and objective point of view. Fashion blogging is the online alternative of traditional fashion communication by replacing the static internet sites which are no longer suitable for meeting new consumer needs. Fashion bloggers instead give an added value to fashion communication and are its online revolution. With an important difference: they did not offer the same rigid beauty standards of tradition, but they offer everyday fashion in order to comply with ordinary people expectations who need a fashion experience that is closer to their life and possibilities. For all these reasons, the fashion blogger's influence on readers' consumers is extremely important for companies that want to carry out consumer oriented strategies, whose focus is the person and not the product, in order to reach as many clients as possible. Transparency and reliability towards readers' consumers are two fundamental principles of each cooperation between fashion bloggers and companies. Nonetheless, many times agencies could undermine these principles by causing a loss in profits and approvals for both bloggers and companies. Agencies offered pre-packaged blogs with equal contents and code of language and the same style and tastes of traditional fashion. Agency blogs and internet sites are copies of fashion magazines, so they are not sufficient to reach digital consumers. This is why only social networks and fashion blogging are the most suitable and useful tools of online fashion marketing and communication. Social networks allow companies to contact consumers and establish direct interaction with them, while a fashion blogger, as a consumer and influencer, is the top player of 3.0 fashion, as well as the mediator between fashion companies and consumers.